This is about legacy. And, Danny understands that maybe he's on the cusp for Hall of Fame in his own mind, even though that the champ and I both agree he probably isn't already. But listen, you get that win, there's no question. Leonard Ellerbe is absolutely right.
Fight fans, it is time for Boxing Scene's top stories, only on ProBox TV, your boxing channel. I'm George DeMatteis. Download the app where apps are available to get the full ProBox TV experience, which includes the champions. We got Chris Algieri, and we got Paulie Malignaggi joining us here on Top Stories. Well, if Danny can pull it off, I think he goes into the Hall of Fame. Those are the words according to Leonard Ellerbe. Now, the former CEO of Mayweather Promotions, who is now involved with PBC, made this statement referring to Danny Garcia's challenge of defending champion Erislandy Lara for the WBA middleweight title on the Canelo Berlanga undercard. All right, Paulie, do you agree with Ellerbe? Does Danny Garcia secure future induction into the International Boxing Hall of Fame with a victory?
I think he's probably there already. Listen, we have the standards in boxing. When we consider some of the fighters that have gotten in, some of the standard is not that high. I think what Danny Garcia has accomplished already, winning world championships in 2 different weight classes, you being unified at 140 pounds. Also, the losses he's got on his record, very close, very competitive, dare I say even controversial. Nobody's ever even been able to dominate Danny Garcia in beating him, yet he's beaten a lot of top guys. He's also done something which is also not easy to do. He's won several times in fights where he was the underdog. Fights like the Amir Khan fight come to mind, Lucas Matisse fight comes onto mind, and he's constantly risen above it all time and again. He's shown a lot of character, a great chin, maybe not the most optically pleasing style in terms of, is he flashy? So it doesn't really catch your eye, but what he does is very, very effective. And he's got a very, very unique style taught by his father, Angel Garcia. I think that also when you put together his resume as far as one big pile, as far as it's been a longevity. That's the word I'm looking for. The longevity. When you pile it up together, the longevity of Danny Garcia's career also speaks a lot and speaks volumes. There's guys who are at the top for a couple of years. There's guys who remain at the top for more years. There's guys who remain at the top only if it's a flash in the paint and they're gone. The longevity Danny Garcia has shown to be at or around the top of the sport for as long as he has also has to speak for itself. So I think the Lara fight only puts an exclamation point when you consider some of the guys that have gotten into the Hall of Fame, and I'm happy for anybody who does get in there. Listen, it's a great accomplishment, but boxing standards have not been that high. So I think that Danny Garcia wouldn't be in it if he retired today is crazy. I mean, the Lara fight only puts the exclamation point on there. I think he's in there regardless.
Yeah, champ, I'm going to agree. I'm going to push back a little bit, too. And listen, I'm here to give Danny his flowers. I think he's a fantastic fighter. And most likely, he's already going to be in the Hall of Fame based on what he's already accomplished. You said there was some controversial, his losses. He has some controversial wins on there, too, a bunch of them. There's a bunch of controversial wins. Where the Mauricio Herrera fight comes to mind in Puerto Rico. There were some other ones in there as well. But in terms of...
you're right. Even Ashley Theophane earlier. Yep.
Yes. Ashley Theophane was another one. Absolutely. Very, very controversial victory. But... yeah, with Danny, this fight, one thing that you didn't mention that leads to being even more spectacular, he skipped the weight class. So if he's to win against Lara, 40-pound champ, 47-pound champ, skips 54, 60-pound champ, that would be one for the history books as well. Yeah, he wins this fight, guaranteed he's in the Hall of Fame, no question. I think he's already going to be in the Hall of Fame based on what he's been able to accomplish thus far. But you got to think also, what is his motivation to come back and take this fight anyway? Is it money? I don't know. I don't think so. To me, I can never look at anybody's bank account or know what's going on in their lives. But Danny seems like a guy. He's been pretty adamant about his real estate investments and things that he's done with his winnings. He doesn't seem like a kind of guy who comes back to fight because of that reason. Even his last fight, he came back. He's talking about mental health stuff. I think it's more of a drive, and he still has it in him. But also this one in particular. World title fight, skipping a weight class, this is about legacy. And, Danny understands that maybe he's on the cusp for Hall of Fame in his own mind, even though that the champ and I both agree he probably isn't already. But listen, you get that win, there's no question. Leonard Ellerbe is absolutely right. He wins this fight. That is absolutely a lock for the Hall of Fame. And, could even be first ballot on that one. 3-division world champion, skipping a weight class, doing it the way he's done it. And with also the resume, who he's fought is really important. So he fought a lot of top guys when they were in their prime. That Matisse fight was fantastic. I think that's probably the best win of his career, honestly. Matisse was thought of to be, he was the machine. Very, very difficult guy to look good against, and Danny ran away with it at the end. Put him down, closed his eye. A very, very impressive victory. I remember watching that one live. But yeah, I think Ellerby's absolutely right. He wins this fight, he's a lock for Hall of Fame.
Yeah, Ellerby would go on to compare Garcia's achievements to Miguel Cotto and Oscar De La Hoya, and also predicted that it would be a very good fan-friendly fight as well. So looking forward to seeing that one between Lara and Garcia. And of course, big fight recap live on ProBox TV immediately after Canelo-Berlanga fight. And then we'll have the fallout from the entire fight card here on Top Stories. We'd like to remind you to scan the QR code, like and subscribe to our YouTube channel, download the app where apps are available so you can catch the best live fight series in boxing, Wednesday night fights. And then a few days after that, that big main event, September 14th, between Canelo Alvarez and Edgar Berlanga. I'm George DeMatteis. This is Boxing Scene's Top Stories.
He's the pride of Guadalajara, the Mexican maestro, the unified super middleweight champion of the world, Canelo Alvarez. His challenger, undefeated knockout artist and pride of Puerto Rico, Edgar Berlanga. It's prime time.
Canelo versus Berlanga, plus Lara versus Garcia. Saturday, September 14th, live on PBC pay-per-view on Prime Video.
For more ProBox TV, scan the QR code on the screen or go to the App Store and Google Play. ProBox TV, your boxing channel.